I'm getting so good at smoothies. Hello guys, welcome to Alice and Anna. My name is Anna and today we're talking all about how to stay fit or lose weight or, get into the fitness thing on a lazy schedule. So throughout my life, I consider myself a non-healthy eater, yet like a very active person. So those things have always balanced each other out. However, things have happened like working 2 jobs or getting knee surgery or, quarantine. I have had to figure out how to get back into that fitness wave because it's really hard for me to get back on it, but also how to stay healthy when I'm not being very active and I'm not overall putting a lot of energy into my workouts or even working out at this point. I think it's very important that if you're not someone who likes working out, you just need to know that just moving is better than nothing. So if you're already sitting on the couch and you're being like, oh, I don't want to go for a run. You don't have to go for a run necessarily. You can go for a walk and that's going to be way better than just sitting on the couch. So just activate yourself. And I know that sounds so ridiculous, but sometimes it's just so hard to leave the house and go for a walk. But it's better than nothing, so you have to keep that in mind. The minimum time that you have to move, so let's just say if you're doing cardio or something like that, puts your heart rate up a lot, I would say 20 minutes is your minimum. But if you're doing something more calm, like going out for a walk or more of a stretching yoga instead of strength yoga, I would say 30 minutes is your minimum. But if you can go over that, that's amazing. An hour a day is magnificent. The next thing you need to know is that sweating does not equal losing weight or being healthy when you're working out. Sweating, yes, it's amazing. You release all these things and all these chemicals and whatever. But you can also be healthy, lose weight by doing something like a walk that you don't sweat as much, but you're, moving. So if you're not really into something like a HIIT workout or running, go for a walk, a 40-minute walk every day, and I swear to God, you will see results. Especially if you're walking on inclines and, trails or hiking and stuff like that. That is gonna work wonders, and you're gonna even get stronger in your legs, and you're just gonna be, it's gonna be better. So if you don't like running, just you can do something that's simple. But a lot of people feel like if they're not sweating, they're not working out, and that is not true. Now, because of quarantine, I think it's really important to say and recommend this to you guys. Even if you've already done your workout at home or in the gym or whatever, go for a walk. Go outside for 10 to 15 minutes at least, just for your mental health. Not so much your physical health, but mental health. The way that I work out now that it's quarantined and I'm stuck at home is basically, I have a yoga mat here, I've put it in my room, and I follow at-home workouts. I have the Nike training app, and I also have the Fabletics app. I like the Fabletics app a lot more, but it's only free if you're a member already on their clothing site, and I'm a member, so it's free for me. So if you're not a member, I would recommend downloading the Nike training app. It's actually really good. It's just like the Fabletics app. It's a live class, but recorded. So you have the teacher and all of that. In the Nike training app, it's more of each exercise was just recorded, and then you have a monotone person telling you what to do. So it's, I don't know, I think it's more interactive the other way, even though it's not live. But honestly, they're pretty much the same. You can sign up to programs, so let's just say you want to do the strength program, and they will give you classes to do per day or per week, depends on how much you want to work out, and you just do them, tick them off, and that's great. Which is really nice actually, because I think it's really important that you shake things up, you don't always do the same class. So that's something that's really nice and a really good feature about those apps. But if not, you can also just go watch something on YouTube, just do it at home. The way that I get back into sports, build up my health or my physical capabilities or my strength or whatever we want to call it, I start off by simple things, and each week I just increase it. So let's just say on the first week I go for 20-minute walks every day, and then on the second week I go for 30-minute walks, and then on the third week I start running half of the walk and stuff like that. So I always increase it little by little, and I don't give myself big expectations. I think I do realistic expectations. I don't increase within a week 3K to my everyday routine. I maybe put 1K more, and I allow myself to run the entire week with that until like my body is kind of used to it, and so that I can challenge it more. Because if not, I feel like you just overexert yourself, you get tired, you can't do it, and you get like this horrible like I don't want to do it anymore, and you stop doing it. So set realistic expectations and start building it up. So I try to go for walks every single day. That has proven to be a challenge now with the cold, but that's like my at least, like if I'm not gonna get up and go for a run, at least let's go for a walk. If I'm not gonna do a home workout, at least let's go out for a walk. So that's like my always back burner plan, like let's do that. So for example, my week kind of looks like this. On a Monday I go out for a walk. On a Tuesday I do a like strength workout that's like 20 to 30 minutes. Then on Wednesday I try to go for a light jog, if not running, because I haven't gone for a run in a while. Thursday I do a strength workout, and Friday I do a cardio workout. Now these two are interchangeable for me because it's a lot about how my body feels and I listen to my body. And then on Saturday I do something really simple like a walk or a jog. And Sunday I rest. Always give yourself one day a week. If you don't want to give yourself a rest day, I'm guessing that you're probably doing something more like hardcore, like running and stuff like that. So at least take a walking day. So if you're always running, take a walking day as a rest day. It's just really important for your body, like just to relax a little bit so they can build muscles. It can avoid injuries, so please, please, please think about your rest days. Very, very important. And plus, like, they're the easiest to plan if you're lazy, so it's really important that you allow your body to rest. So for example, if you're doing a strength workout, do a cardio workout the next day so that your body and your muscles can, like, I don't know, like let loose a little bit. The soreness that comes after you do a strength workout is worse after 2 days. So I always make a point, especially during those workouts, to do a cardio thing the next day. Not something that overexerts yourself, something more like a light jog that you know it's going to be really easy. So like if you usually run 5k, maybe run like a 3.5k, you know, something like a little bit easier so that it's easier on your body but also allows your muscles to kind of like let loose. That's super important. And then the next day, on the second day, you're still going to feel that soreness, but it's going to be a little bit better, so I do definitely recommend that. So as I said before, I'm a really bad eater. I am not healthy when it comes to cooking or just cravings and anything like that. Like, I'm the type of person that will eat an apple or a smoothie and I feel like Gwyneth Paltrow for the rest of the week. Don't do that. Don't be like me. When I stopped exercising so much, because in high school you just have so much time and you're doing like all these teams, like I was doing box and swimming and you know, like so many things. Once I came to uni, like I'm not only at uni but I work, I do YouTube, and I do like shortboat stuff. So my time has like decreased a lot, so I'm not working out as much. So I had to figure out a way to balance my lack of workout with my food so that it could remain in a healthy standard that wouldn't go on the scale of like you're gonna get diabetes and die scale. So here's my tips and tricks. Hopefully this will work for you. I don't want to call it a diet because it's not a diet, but I don't know how else to explain it. So the best way to describe my diet is that I avoid things. I'm not extreme in any way. I try to keep everything as neutral as possible so that I don't get these like massive cravings and I don't like, you know, go binge eating and whatever. Is that how you say that? Binge eating? There's a lot of like light change going on in the background. I'm sorry about that, but I can't do much at this point. So I have these set of rules where on the weekdays, Friday is a half day because, you know, Friday is when you go out with your friends for dinner and stuff. So like up to lunch, that's when it applies as a weekday. So Monday to Friday half day, I try to avoid junk food and sugar stuff. So anything like candy or just like very greasy pizza. Now sometimes that just doesn't work. Sometimes you just have a bad day and you just need pizza, and that is fine. That's why I say avoid. Cause like sometimes it's your friend's birthday, so you take a birthday cake and stuff like that. Whatever. On the weekend where I give myself the permission to do that, I try to keep it like not minimum, but like don't overdo it. So I don't order junk food every single like meal. I'm not going on like a frenzy, like an eating frenzy, you know? Like it's very important not feeling guilty about what we eat. That's just no. It's 2021, our bodies are beautiful and we're not gonna feel guilty about what we eat. That's just focus on what you eat to be healthy, not because of your, you know, not because you're gonna feel guilty or stuff like that. No, I don't know where I was going with that, but So on the weekends, I just try to not overdo it. As a general rule, I try to buy things that are whole grain instead of normal carbs. Carbs are just a little bit harder for your body to digest and break down. And I learned this a lot because my sister has like a sugar problem, and one of the things that they cut out of her diet was carbs, and they allowed her to eat whole grain. It's just healthier overall for every type of body. Honestly, I don't know why, but in Sainsbury's and Tesco, they're always half priced. I don't know if it's because people don't want whole wheat stuff, but I always buy my whole wheat pasta like half price because they're just half priced. I don't know why, but it's healthier, so like yay. It tastes the same and you're being healthier. So I always try to avoid those fake hungry traps because I love snacking, and any opportunity like a little grumble on the stomach and I will run down for some chips. I love it. I try to avoid that by doing two things. So the first one is keeping myself hydrated. Sometimes being thirsty can sound to your brain like you're hungry. So your brain will tell you that you're hungry, but you're actually not. Keep hydrated through the day, and whenever you're hungry, you're actually hungry. You're not going to be overeating. You're just going to be listening to your body, which is super, super duper important to listen to. The next way that I do it is by eating on a smaller plate. My idea, and I think this was given to me by my mom, is that it's better to like serve yourself twice or 3 times or more, whatever times you want, but know that you're gonna finish it. Psychologically and visually, your brain, if you put like a lot of food on one big plate, your brain is going to like tell you to stop eating once you've finished all of it, unless it's like too much. So like the size of the plate kind of does matter. You can eat from a bigger plate and a smaller plate. You can probably eat both of them, but probably your brain needs a lot less food. But because visually your brain thinks that it has to eat the whole plate, you will eat the whole plate, so you're overeating. So what I do to avoid that like overeating thing is that I serve myself in a small plate. Not a like tiny plate, just like a normal small plate. And if I'm still hungry by the end of it, I serve myself again. Like it doesn't matter. Like again, this is going back to listening to your body. It's like avoiding those little traps of like psychological stuff, but listening to your body. So once I finish that plate, I'm like, oh, very much so hungry, serve myself. I have served myself like 4 times on the same day. Sometimes I just eat that one plate. It's just my body needs different things on different days. Sometimes it needs more food, sometimes it needs less. You have to eat when your body is asking you for food. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Sometimes you just burn a lot more calories, or sometimes, I don't know, you're growing muscle because the day before you were doing strength workouts. I don't know. So now, if you have a hard time getting out of bed or just overall starting your workout, I have 3 little tips. So the first one is actually really useful. Anybody in my life who has ever tried it has told me that it works, and it definitely works for me. So I consider this one of the biggest advice. Get you a buddy. Get you a buddy. So if you live with someone, say, okay, every day at 11 a.m. we're gonna go for a walk. Because if you have that commitment, I don't know why, but you're like, oh, I can't bail. So you just get out there and you do it. Do that. That is going to do wonders. You're going to actually start being super active, and it's going to work better for both of you. Now, if you're an individual person and you don't want to buddy up, or you can buddy up, buy a sports watch. This doesn't work for everybody. If you think this will work for you, this is a really good investment. I don't think Apple Watches are necessarily what you need to have. I bought this off of my mom, so it was cheap and you can swim with it and it looks cute, so I bought it. But there's actually this one that's like very cheap. I think it's like 20 pounds or 25, something around there, and it's called Xiaomi Mi Band 5. And honestly, it's like a very like thin black strip. I think you can buy like different colors for the band and stuff. And I have so many friends who have it, and they're so happy, and they count the steps, you know, the calories and all of that. So for example, for me, my daily goal is like a moving, like active calories, not like those, not the calories that you burn just by living, but like the active calories that you use while walking or running and all of that. I have like, I think it's like 250. Sometimes I'll be like, whatever, I didn't make it. But for example, for my granddad, he is like, I didn't make it, and then he just stands up and walks around the living room like a crazy person, which I love. It's really cute to see. And he does that until he reaches his goal. So if you're a competitive person, if you think that's going to push you, if you really like keeping track and you like graphs and stuff like that, I think this is a great thing that you can do, because the apps show you like how you've done throughout the month, and they congratulate you when you get to the goal, or if you have a streak going on. So that's definitely something that is really useful. And the last tip, and this is also something that I think a lot of people don't really think about, is invest in your workout clothes. Working out while feeling cute is very important, because it motivates you a little bit more. If you don't feel cute in a workout outfit, you're just not gonna, you know, want to either wear it or go out in it. If you feel like, you know, you look rockin' in your new leggings and, you know, that like a cool little sweatshirt and stuff, you're just gonna feel so much better when you go out and you go for a run, or if you go to the gym and stuff like that. So I think that's like really important. It doesn't matter where you buy your clothing from, just invest a little bit in it and make sure that you're comfortable in it and that you are feeling confident. Anyways, this was a very random and all over the place video, but I'm a very like habit person. I am like, if I have this habit, I will do it, and I will do it, and I will do it, and I'm really great at keeping that in track. But if I fall out of it, it's just really hard for me to like get back on the horse. So I have figured out these like tricks that help me get back on it, and if I don't want to get back on it, at least keep me on track as a healthier person. So I hope these tips were useful for you, and that you stay healthy and happy, and especially now because quarantine is killing all my neurons. If you like this video, please leave a like. If you have any other tips, please comment them down below. Maybe someone will find them very useful. And if you have any tips, I will even try them out, see how they work out for me, and I would really appreciate that. And we upload every Monday and Thursday, so don't miss those videos, and we will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.